Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and look what we got. We got a 2019 Ford Mustang Bullitt in dark Highland green. Welcome to Shabby's Extras, the secondary channel for the YouTube channel Shabby's Rides, where we look at used car reviews as well as extra content that you don't see on the Shabby's Rides main channel. We're at Precision Acura of Princeton to take a look at this newly traded in on an Acura Integra Type S. This is it. This is a 2019 Ford Mustang Bullitt, dark Highland green, black leather interior, 6-speed manual, V8 power. Now this, I believe, this has the potential to become a modern classic, and I want to let you tell me what you think about it. So let's dig in. Front end of the Bullitt Mustang, the dark Highland green, going great with the blacked out grille. Now the grille is completely cleaned up, right? No Mustang pony on the front grille of the Bullitt Mustang. We have LED lighting all the way around up front, functionality in the grille, top and bottom, functional heat extractors on the hood, but we do have fake side air curtains, which I'm not a big fan of. But you let me know what you think, but it's a really cleaned up, good looking front grille. Now on our wheel and tires, we're gonna have Brembo brakes all the way around, ventilated rotors, all four corners. We have a machined aluminum alloy wheel, 19 inches, Mustang pony on the center cap. Now, these wheels are wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. We're going to go 255 on the width, a 40 series sidewall up front, but in the back we're going to go 275 on the width with a 40 series sidewall 19s to get that power to the ground. Full side profile, looking good. Love the dark Highland green. I think it's a great color. Let me know what you think here on this homage to the 1968 Steve McQueen movie and that Bullitt car that they used in the same color, the dark Highland green, looking good. Now, suspension-wise, we're going to go McPherson front strut with multi-link in the rear. We're going to have Ford's MagnaRide adaptive damping system, all four corners as well. That is an option that was added to this car. But overall, looking good, fully color matched all the way around. Up top, we're going to have a color matched roof, no sunroof. As we swing around to the back of the Bullitt, we're going to have that active valve quad tip exhaust. Again, LED lighting in the back with the Bullitt right here instead of the GT badge. Looking beautiful. Looks good. Of course, a limited slip diff as well on this Mustang Bullitt. Rear wheel drive, you need to get all that power to the ground. But let me know what you think so far. And let's take a listen to this beautiful exhaust. We're under the hood of this 2019 Mustang Bullitt, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Ford's 5-liter Coyote naturally aspirated V8 engine mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. That's the only way the Bullitt Mustangs came. 480 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 15 in the city, 24 on the highway, 18 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating, though, 87, so you can run this baby on regular unleaded gas. Right, before we get into the interior, and we're going to do a quicker interior review so we can get to the drive faster, of course. But before we get there, what are we looking at? Well, brand new, this Bullitt Mustang, MSRP from the factory was $51,880. And of course, this is built at the Ford Flat Rock, Michigan assembly plant. Now, used with just over 20,000 miles on the clock, asking price here, Precision Acura, $40,995. So let's jump in, check out this interior. All right, door panels were all black on the door panel with the brushed aluminum, nice and soft though, soft touch on the armrest and on the top of the door. And we also have the upgraded B&O sound system in here. And then we're going to go soft touch. We have Bullitt right here with our chassis number. Then we have this silver trim, break things up, nice glove box. Come around, We have 2 heat and air vents. We do have our oil pressure and vacuum gauge right in here. Down below, 8-inch Sync 3, wired CarPlay, Android Auto, but it does have navigation. And it's not bad. It's a touchscreen, not bad pinch to zoom, but certainly Sync 4 is a big upgrade. But in 2019, this is the action you rolled with. And with your wired CarPlay, Android Auto, you're all set. You can go ahead and touch it. You can go back to your home. You can go to your climate settings, or you can go ahead and set up your dual climate control however you would like. So they got you covered there. Bluetooth your phone. You got your apps right here, where you can Bluetooth your phone from there, or connect your Sirius XM, or find more apps. You have your vehicle settings, where you can do your clock, phone, 911 assist, or 911 assist, I should say, Apple CarPlay preferences. You can go to your vehicle settings. You can get those set up with your camera settings, your display settings, and it really moves through quite easily, as you can see. On here, you got your general car settings, where you can set up the clock and all that good jazz in here. So it's really easy. Now, if we go to our backup camera, which I'm going to show you, beautifully clear, takes up the whole screen with the center line. Nice looking camera. Do like the way that looks. So you don't have any worries there. Down further, we do have our physical volume and tuning, and then we have our climate control redundancies down here as well, with 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger. Push button start, 4-way hazards, traction control off. This is your steering feel. What kind of steering do you want to have? Normal, sport, that kind of thing, track. And then you have your drive modes, which we'll show you when we get to the dash. Down below, USB-A and a 12-volt. No wireless charging in this S550 Bullitt. Now, here is that cue ball, 6-speed manual, looking beautiful. Manual emergency brake, 2 cup holders, Ford key fob, looking good. Unlock, lock, pop the trunk, panic button, no problem there. We do have a center armrest back here that is soft, with our Highland green stitching, which is on the black leather seats as well. So I do like that they kept that, and it's also on the Gator. So I like the consistency of that Highland green stitching. You open that up inside there, and you're going to have another 12-volt and another USB-A. And look at that, leather, the Bullitt with our target scope on the front, looking good. That says Bullitt. I'm not sure if you get away with a target scope nowadays with today's culture, but I do like the fact that they just didn't slap a pony on here like they did with the Mach 1. They actually put on a Bullitt. Round bottom wheel, no problem getting in and out. Flat black on your switchgear. You got adaptive cruise in here. You got your volume controls. You got your Mustang pony button that you can adjust everything with. We got our nav. So a really nice setup. You got your directionals and high beams on the left. You got your windshield wipers on the right. Over here, you can control your headlights right here and your fog lamps, bright and dim the dash. The steering wheel. I'm looking to see if this is a tilting and telescoping wheel. Yep, it's on the other side. We have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. So they got you covered there. And then we have the digital dash. And I do love these S550 dashes. Right now, we have the Highland green as the color here, and I think that looks great. And then we go through our drive modes, and we can go normal, we can go sport, and it changes. We can go sport plus, we can go track, and then it changes again. And then we can go drag strip, and then we can go snow wet, and then it changes back to that normal screen. So a lot of good drive modes in here. And then of course you can go in and hit your pony button, and this is where you can do your launch control from. You can do your automatic rev match for your shifting on the way down. You can go ahead and take a look and configure your gauges. You can go to my color, hit OK, and that's where you can select your primary, secondary, and ambient lighting color. And if you want it ambient light, do you want it dim? Do you want to change the color? We can go to OK, and then we can go and change the colors. So really, really well done. Easy to use, easy to figure out here in the middle. And then, of course, we do have additional information in the center you can go through as well, depending on what you're doing and what you want to see when you're going down the road. Piece of cake. Overhead console, not much to talk about. We don't have a roof in here, so this is really much all you get. You open the door, your lighting comes on. I would have liked to see an LED in here, and then it dims out when you close the door. Then we have our auto dim framed rear view mirror, garage door programmables on your sun visor with a vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. So they got you covered here inside this Bullitt, and I'm really loving the way they have the interior set up. Now this Bullitt is a 2+2 configuration, but there's not enough room behind the seats for an adult to sit at, but there's enough room to stow your gear. And I do like the fact that they still have the black leather with the Highland green accents, so they've kept it the same in the back, even though they probably know not many people are going to sit back here. And you can also lower these seat backs, flatten them out, so you can get more storage in the trunk, which is good. Getting in the trunk of this Bullitt Mustang, you can pop it from your key fob, or you can come to the back and right above the license plate, there's a button. You hit it, pops up, lift up, piece of cake, 13.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back, but a fairly small opening here in this Bullitt Mustang. That's a car cover that the previous owner bought. There's a subwoofer for this B&O sound system, and then underneath here, there is no spare. You got to fix a flat instead. And like I said, you can lower these rear seats down if you need more room. If you're going to the track, put some extra gear in here, you're all set. But it's a good use of space in this high-performance muscle car. All right, we are going down the road in this 2019 Ford Mustang Bullitt in the dark Highland green. And before we get started, I had mentioned earlier, could this be a modern classic? Is that part of the vibe of this car? Will people buy this, maybe even put it away and try to collect this car? Well, it all depends a lot of the times on how many of them did they make. Now, in 2019, the research I did, the best number I could come up with was 8,146 Bullitt Mustangs were made. 4,978 of them were in the US. 705 went to Canada. And the rest of them went around the rest of the world. And then in 2020, the last year of the Bullitt Mustang, they made right around 3,500, but those numbers were harder to come by. So maybe, if we're thinking about it, maybe in 2 years, 11,500, 11,700, somewhere in there. So not a lot compared to overall Mustang production for those two model years. So you let me know, is that low enough numbers to make this thing more of a collectible than not? Now, obviously, this one is not going to be collected because it's been driven, it's gotten miles, and it doesn't have the original window sticker in it, which was a big mistake by the original owner to throw that away. But if you want a cool-looking Mustang that you don't see a lot of, with a 6-speed manual and a V8 to drive, then this one is going to be pretty cool. And I love this exhaust. I mean, it's out of control. And frankly, I'm a big fan of the S550 platform opposed to the new one. I just like the inside better. I like those fighter jet switches on the dash. The 8-inch Sync 3 is fine for me. I love the way the digital dash is presented. I like the way they're integrated, not just stuck on like the new one. So this really pulls at my heartstrings, especially the way this Bullitt is set up. It's really, really set up nicely. And at 51, almost 52,000 new, now you're at, let's say 41 if we round up, 41K, 5 years old. It's held its value really well. And you got great visibility out all the windows. You got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz for safety. So they've really done a nice job with this. You get leather interior. So they've done a really nice job with this Mustang Bullitt setup. And the 480 horsepower out of this Coyote in 2019, I believe that's the same horsepower they're pulling out of it in the 2024 Mustang GT before you put on the Performance Pack Level 1, right? That takes you to 486. So it's 5 years old and we're pulling the same horsepower. So we got modern horsepower, modern engine, modern reliability. You got the Magna Ride in here that obviously makes sure that the ride is as smooth as possible, because this is going to be a firm muscle car ride. Got the automatic rev match out of the 6-speed manual. Beautiful. Feels great too. Handling. Feels good. You got the sticky tires to hold it, even on a cool day like this morning. And you got a run-in engine, so you can immediately have a ton of fun instead of having to wait for the run-in period on a brand new car. I mean, just really well done here by Ford on this Bullitt Mustang, and I love the sound. So you let me know what you think. 2019 Bullitt Mustang, would you go for this at $41K? Would you jump in? Would you grab one of these to go out on the weekends and have fun with? And do you believe that this could very well be, if it is preserved, a modern classic that collectors will want to collect down the road? You let me know that as well in the comments. But if you're looking for one of these, it's available for sale at Precision Acura of Princeton, and I want to thank them for allowing Shabby's Extras to review and drive this gorgeous 2019 Bullitt Mustang in Highland Green with the 6-speed manual. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing, turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Extras review. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone. You gotta love that sound. Take care, everybody.